What's up, guys? THEESOLOIST here. In this video, I'm going to be looking at Checkmated's tier list. He's a guy that I don't know personally, but I have played him a couple times online, and I can attest that he is really good at this game. That being said, we're going to take a look at his tier list. I'm going to review it and respond to it. I perhaps maybe want to make my own tier list, so maybe this would be good practice for me to get some sort of idea of what other people think and what their views are on certain characters. This is a revised version. He actually posted one earlier, and in response to a lot of the comments, he revised it and obviously made some changes. So this is one that we're going to look at here. I already have one person that I know shouldn't be where they should, in my opinion, where I would put them. So that's already a good start. So what I'm going to do, we're going to start from D and we're going to work our way up to SS as a category. So do I have, let's jump into it, all right? So I'm just going to jump. Do I have Gon at the very bottom? He's a bad character. And I'll agree. I think he's terrible. Yeah, I'd put him there. I'd put him there for sure. C category. So he has Piccolo, and some of these people I actually don't know their names, so bear with me, unfortunately. And actually, you know what? Let me just pull up the character rosters in the back, so that way I can actually refer to their names. All right, here we go. Yeah. All right. Don't want to be botching any names out here in these streets. Might have somebody coming for my head top. All right, so let's take a look at this list here. So yeah, I got that in the background, so I could do that. So let's bring up the list again for y'all. And here we go. So next we have, what is this girl's name? Galena. Okay, as far as her moveset goes, she's okay, right? Very confusing character to play against because nobody uses her. I think that's partially why she's at the bottom. Her moveset is kind of terrible. Her abilities are pretty bad. I think two of them expend, the Wild Hunt one and the Cute Disaster. They actually expend probably I think it's 2 bars, and they do absolutely nothing. Like that large green thing that just flies around the map. It stays for a long time, super slow, but it does no damage when it hits. I'm not really sure how to combo that or make that work. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that really. So yeah, I would actually, I think C makes sense. Better than Gon, but again, not good at all. Piccolo makes sense to me. He should be in this bracket. They need to change that meteor thing that Piccolo has. And I'll just pull up the tier list again for you. Yeah, that meteor thing that Piccolo has, Hell Zone Grenade, it's terrible. It's terrible. They made some changes to it. It's still bad, right? It's still super bad. Even when you use it, and again, and it does hit. And remember, once you put them out, not only when Piccolo gets it, they go away. If you switch characters, they go away. And the tracking is bad. They can sidestep it and it dodges pretty much immediately. There's 12 of them and they never seem to hit. And when they do hit, it's so minimal of damage for something that takes a lot of setup. Doesn't make sense to me. And 2 ability bars. So yes, he's very bad. His support is good, but he's very bad of a character. He belongs here in C. That makes sense. Yugi, I don't know. I have Yugi actually higher. I don't think many people know how to use Yugi. He's a specialty character. What I mean by that is he's not a character that you can just wake up and start using and think you're going to be good with him, right? Like that is not how it's going to go with Yugi. I might have Yugi a bit higher. I'm just going to leave him alone for now. What's this guy's name from the One Piece series there, the brother? Where the hell is that guy? I don't see it. I literally don't see. Oh, there he is on the roster. Okay, yeah. Sabo. What do I think of Sabo? Dragon Breath, useless. Dragon Claw, fast. Kind of OP as far as speed goes. Flame Fist, good, but no combo potential, right? Everything is really one hit with him. Has nothing really that can go into the other. And yeah, just downright a bad, not a great character. So I think that's well placed as well. Yeah, I would leave him there. In the B category, who do we have? What is that girl's name? I'm just looking for a name. Rukia. Rukia from Bleach. My thoughts on her. Is she better than Yugi? She is, actually. She is better than... looking at her movesets now. Third dance, white sword. Whatever. The white moon, they need to fix that. It's such a bad skill now. Even if somebody were to get captured in it, they can actually step outside of that. They don't get trapped in there like they would, for instance, with Yugi's magic ability there. And would I have her above? I would definitely have her above all the other characters so far. Yeah. Everything makes sense. I would have Yugi. I'd bump up Yugi to a B, honestly. Deku, decent movesets in that same realm with Rukia. I agree with that. Cell. Not Cell. Sorry. God damn. All these Dragon Ball's characters. I never grew up on Dragon Ball. Believe it or not, I just stuck to Naruto and that's what I knew. Frieza. How did I forget Frieza? What am I looking at? I'm looking at Death Beam. You might die this time. Death Saucer. Death Saucer, useless. And it damages... you can kill yourself, basically. No. Yeah, keep him here. Gaara's better than this. Gaara does not belong in the B category. Again, people don't know how to use him. I would bump Gaara up to... would I put him in the A category with Naruto... all these guys here. No, I would leave him in the B. He's on the higher B end, but he's not really an A if you think about it. He's more like a B plus if you catch my drift, but he's not any higher than that. So I think that's well placed. The Clover dude, what's his name? Asta. Alright. Not much to say about him. Who else here? Kaguya. What do I think about Kaguya? Okay, 8 Gods Vacuum Fist. That's a very strong move. Strong assist. Almighty Push. It should be unblockable, in my opinion. Murder Bone Ash can be good, but for a god, which she is, not really as strong as you would expect. Can't give her an A. I haven't seen anyone that was good with him, so yeah, that makes sense. Saint Seiya, dude. Trying to find him. Let's see. Pegasus Seiya. Pegasus Meteor Fist. Pegasus Comet Fist. Pegasus Rolling Crush. Definitely a B. Definitely, worlds above Piccolo. So I can't throw him in that same bracket as Sabo and Piccolo. Can't do that. His regular moves are super quick. And really effective. They combo well into each other, right? So the Pegasus Comet Fist, I think in combo, and then you can use the Meteor Fist right after, so something like that. So that works. It can give a lot of damage. Very high combo potential with him. So yeah, decent player. I don't personally use him. I don't like him. But I've come across players that use him well. Kakashi, B range makes sense. Not much to say there. Decent skills. He has his the shuriken stuff there that can be cheap, but not really that overpowered. What's this girl's name, man? Biscuit Kruger. Tenko, final own body. I feel like messing you up. She's a terrible character. Let's just call it what it is. She's terrible. Her support make you think that she would be good, but honestly, like at that point, you know, instead of using her, you might as well just go off and use that big bulky dude from what's that show called? Fuck, I can't even remember. That big bulky dude. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, so yeah, throw him in this category. Both Saints belong here. Trunks is in this category too. I would actually have, and here's another mistake, I would actually have, what's this guy's name? I'm sorry, guys, I do not know all these people's names. I wish I did. I think I know more of them when I'm actually playing them, but for some reason I cannot remember them. Yu Yu Hakusho guy. How do I think of him? I think that ray gun thing is OP as frig. Not as OP as Ichigo stuff, but still OP nonetheless. I think he belongs in the A category. I really believe. I've seen better players using him. I have a harder time versus him than I do with anybody else in this category here. Anybody else, I'm taking my sweet time in this bracket so far. I'm, you know, charging my ability bar. I'm sidestepping everything. Nothing whatsoever am I affected by. You know, but this Yu Yu Hakusho dude is you know, I think he belongs a bit higher. So I'd actually have him moving up too. So just to recap, I would have agree with everything, right? Yugi moves up one. Yugi is belongs in the B category. Yu Yu Hakusho moves up one. He belongs in the A category. I would say about an A minus. Kurapika, I believe Kurapika, like, I want him so bad to be good. I feel like he has all the pieces to be super solid, and in the right hands could be a problem for anybody, especially with the range of the chains. But you know, they really messed him up with his special abilities. His moves, his regular moveset is pure, it's beautiful. It's a problem, right? But then when you look at his special abilities, you see here a Steel Chain, Holy Chain, Dowsing Chain. I mean, like, they cheapened out by giving him Steel Chain and Dowsing Chain. Right? Like, they really cheapened out there. I would like to have seen them do something where, you know, he does a chain heart thing, but, you know, work it where it's not so similar, right? You know, every single time, every situation you are in with Kurapika, you can use either Dowsing Chain or Steel Chain. You use them both in the same circumstances. And that is not good for a character when you want them to be, you know, very well done, right? And so I understand him being here. I would want him to be higher. I would have loved to use him, but I can't because he's not that good. His abilities don't work for me. Luffy. Okay. Luffy. Do I think Luffy just belongs in the same category as these other people? You would think at first glance he should be higher, but no, I would say he doesn't have much to offer. Right? His special ability is super slow. You know what I mean? It doesn't catch anybody off guard. The Gum Gum Hawk, yes, it's how do I say it? Where is this? Yeah. Yes, I would say it's OP. Yeah, they need to do some adjustments with the Gum Gum Hawk, but really, if you block it, unlike a lot of these other OP things, he's free to take an attack, right? Which isn't the case for a lot of other, people on this list that are ranked higher. Boruto, I believe Boruto belongs here as well. I'm not going to say much about him. You know, the little Rasengan thing it's cute. It's cute, but, you know, not much there. Blackbeard, the infamous Dark End. Wow, what would I do with that? What am I gonna say about that? Outside of spamming Dark End, there's not much to it, right? Not much to it. So unless you want to dedicate yourself to just spamming it, he belongs here as well too. This guy from, is he from One Piece? No, he's from Bleach. I don't know where the hell this guy's from. Trying to find him here in the back. Oh, yeah, from Bleach. Renji Abarai. Let's see his abilities. Zambir. I couldn't even tell you which one is which. I think all of them are garbage, to be honest. So long as you stay out of the way of him, nothing seems to really connect or hit well. Everything's very easily dodged. He belongs here. And then we have Sanji. Sanji, let's look at his abilities. Diablo, Jam Jam, Mutant Shot, Diablo, Jam, Ju Shot, Diablo, Spectre. I think he belongs in the A category. I don't think people have put in the right amount of time in order to make him as effective as he can be. His moveset is very unpredictable. It puts you in shield a lot just because you don't know what's happening. And I don't think anybody's invested the time to put him higher. And again, if this list is done based off of meta, okay, sure, give him a B. I think he's more of an A minus. So there it is. So there's the D, C, and B category. Again, just to recap, we have, bring it up for you. At the bottom, we have Gon. That makes sense. We have Sabo, Piccolo, and Jelena in this category. That makes sense. Yugi, I believe Yugi is a B minus of a character. He should move up. Nobody knows how to use him. Gaara, I'm mixed on Gaara, but whatever, leave him here. Yu Yu Hakusho, dude, he needs to go up. He's an A minus, but outside of that, everybody is well balanced. And then we have actually Sanji at the end, who I believe is an A minus. So we have 2 moving up. So 3 changes only so far. So that's pretty good. A category. Now it's important to understand, and I did see in the comments here that Checkmated said that A isn't bad, right? And we need to understand that A is really good. Most of the characters in the game, you should try to have them be an A. And according to how he's done this distribution, most of them are A's, right? And if you notice here how he's done it, if you know anything about statistics, the regular distribution, not to go, it's not a whole lesson, but it follows a pattern where you have, you know, that arc, up, down thing. You see it here. You have 1 D rank, 1 S rank, and basically the majority of people in the middle, and you have some leading, you know, on the outsides. So that makes you know that, you know, it's fairly accurate, and that's how the distribution of anything in the world goes if you hadn't known. So yeah, so it seems right so far. I agree with most of it. Only, again, as I said, 3 changes. So it's important to know A is good. Let's see who belongs in the A category. Starting with my girl, what's her name? Pulling it up here, Boa Hancock. What a name. Yeah, so Boa Hancock, she belongs in the A category. Everything about her game, if you put it in. Now we're talking about characters that really are exceptional in the right hands, right? Really are a problem in the right hands. She grabs you, you're going to take damage. She does her special. Her special ability can lead into a combo after that. You're going to take damage. So even just taking a grab, you don't want to get hit with that pistol kiss followed by, you know, a switch into another combo. It forces you to sub. You're at a disadvantage the entire match. You're on your heels. Very effective character in the right hands. Definitely worthy of being in the A category. Real Saiba is definitely in my mind. And if you see my gameplay that I'm about to start pushing out on my live streams, he is an SS player. All right, he is an SS player. I don't care what anybody tells me. At least, you know, let's go with an S. All right, before I even get to SS, let's move Real Saiba up. He is definitely among the top echelon of players, without a doubt. I don't even want to go into, you know, his character sets or anything like that. You already know what it is. I think quick shot could be better. I don't like the fact that people can block it, you know, halfway through. That is kind of stupid. Double rocket, it's a tough one. But because of the variance that quick shot has, be able to dash backwards but still attack, dash sideways, stand still, hit 3 times, hit them up in the air, it provides so much leverage, you know, within a match. And also being able to just have an escape option, really. You know, somebody's attacking you and it goes into that slow motion thing. It bails out a lot of people a lot of times. Definitely, I would bump him up to an S rank. He is, in my opinion, not belonging in the same category as Boa Hancock. I believe he's better than she is. So there's that. All right. Goddamn. 47. Now we have, and I'll bring up the tier list again for y'all. And now we have, let's go back. Kane. All right. What do I think of Kane? This guy's a monster, man. Especially in the hands of somebody who loves to awaken, which is aka everybody. His moveset already is very tough to deal with. His first punch comes out, and I feel like that punch takes about half my life every time it hits. It's so effective, and I even find myself subbing out of it because I feel like I'm just gonna lose my whole health bar. Sorry, I feel like I'm gonna lose my whole health bar. Ignition Bullet, Planet Breaker, Phantom Wave. Planet Breaker is super strong, very high tracking. And again, he has all these moves that hit, but once he hits, even if it gets hit on block, or if you block the attack, he's still able to attack first in a lot of instances, and it just causes a lot of, you know, problems. And then you got Cosmic Overload, which is just unbelievable. Just for the fact that if somebody even uses a support, it brings both those characters to the middle and then blows them up. I've seen it happen to myself where, you know, you take about 80 damage, 90 damage in one ultimate. Ridiculous. No combo, no additional abilities, just that hit. Ridiculous. So, yeah, definitely in the A category. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Kilowatt. My boy Kilowatt. What do I think of Kilowatt? Kilowatt's good. You got the, obviously he was nerfed originally. His lightning palm was nerfed. That was a problem. The tracking on that was better than Gum Gum Red Hawk. For those of you guys that wasn't here before all the updates and patches, that was nuts. And he was able to combo a lightning palm into another lightning palm just by a dash chase. That was nuts. All right. Thunderbolt, super effective, area effect attack, and before, you know, anyone's able to touch him, he gets back to the ground and he's able to block and do whatever. That's pretty crazy. Godspeed is cool. Godspeed Bolt, it's whatever. It can be dodged, but you know, it has its merit. And obviously his moveset is dope as well too. So definitely an A character. Who is next on this list? All Might. All Might is also in the A category. I agree with this. Detroit Smash, Carolina Smash, Oklahoma Smash. He just does a lot of damage, puts a lot of pressure on your shield, and he gets a lot of guard breaks, which puts you in a lot of bad situations. Great character overall. And which one is it? Carolina Smash, is that the one? Where he does the X thing through. Super powerful. He belongs here. Zoro, he belongs here, no question about it. The only question is, should he be higher? I don't think so. It really does depend on his assists, right? And if we're talking about just characters, standalone characters, he does not deserve to be any higher than an A. He's definitely formidable on his own, but really the true power with you know, a character like Zoro comes from, you know, the team or the support that he has and what he's able to combo from that. Madara, well, you know, they made him, I can't see anybody putting him lower than a B. You know, because of how he is in the manga and everything else. I actually think he's a B. I really do believe that. I don't think his fireballs are useful at all. They're very easily dodged. He throws out 6 of them, max, but you know, I don't think it's anything crazy. His combos really aren't all that special. Yes, you know, it has more effects than the average combos, but he doesn't do anything. Like, I'm yet to come across a Madara that has ever given me issues. Ever. Ever. And he's been a DLC now for a long enough time that people can be good with him, right? So it's not like he came out yesterday and I'm saying this. He's not all that good. I think people are rating him too high because of what he did in the anime. Sad to say, but I think that's what the case is here. I think he's a B. So he would actually drop for me. Naruto, he deserves to be in this. His Rasengan. Let's see here. Alright, let's bring him up. Bring him up. Naruto. What are we seeing here? Naruto has the Rasengan, Tail Beast Bomb, Rasen Shuriken, 6-Path Spar. So Naruto's regular moves are already crazy with the Shadow Clones. You get hit by things that are just like, you know, you just sub out of it and somehow you still manage to get hit and he didn't dash towards you just because of all the craziness that happens in his regular combos. That's a problem. The 6-Path Spar, man, that has to be one of the, you know, the best moves in the game. It's 2 bars, it dashes at you quick, it has one of the strongest sets of armor in the game, so you can't hit them out of it. It'll actually take certain other abilities, get hit by it, and still activate the move. Not only that, it's easily comboed with other moves as well, and then you can obviously do that, the spar into a special. So great move overall. Tail Beast Bomb, Rasen Shuriken, it's a great spacing tool. It can be dodged quite easily, but you know, when you're at a distance, it helps you recover your bar. I see a lot of people when they use their support, they'll throw out a couple of these Tail Beast Bombs, and it really buys them time in a way that a lot of other moves cannot. And then the Rasengan, very good tracking, very slow but very effective, and again, when it does hit on the shield, Naruto is safe from it. So very solid character Naruto is. I would say he's an A. You know, he won't ever just win like I think some of these other characters will win, and why these other characters are ranked a little bit higher, which I'll get to in a bit. Bakugo, that's one of my guys right there. Bakugo, I would say Bakugo was one, upon release, S tier, no doubt about it. He had a different moveset. He moves, he glides in a way that no other character does in this game, which is really dope. I think they put a lot of work into him personally. You know, the fact that he's able to have air mobility and fly around the map, that is just different. I used them for quite a while, and you're actually able to escape a lot of people that are in the Awaken mode just by staying in the air because they can't get hit, or like because Bakugo can't get hit by their ability. So a lot of different benefits with him: burst speed, AP shotgun, stun grenade. Solid moveset, right? They all apply to different circumstances, different situations, and different playing styles. Someone who loves to guard, you have something for them, right? The stun grenade works well. Someone who's always pressuring you, the burst speed works fine for that, to help alleviate pressure, get yourself in the air, move away, move around, or start attacking, going on the offense by being so high up where you can't get interrupted by a hit or anything like that. So great advantage. And then when it comes to support and a move that just combos well, AP shot autocannon does just that, and you can combo the shot cannon into the burst speed, into other things as well, into an air combo, which then factors into another burst speed. He belongs here, right? Takes a lot of skill, but he belongs in the A category. Well placed. Kaiba, I like Kaiba. I think at first he pissed me off. I think they did some nerfing a little bit to his stuff. Let's see his moves here. Burst stream, ultimate burst, my turn. Again, great skill set. The fact that he has Blue Eyes doing the combos for him, I like the creativity that the Jump Force developers exercised on him with the blue eyes being his main source of attack. Great range for him. Ultimate burst, great tracking, great, and it also gives you great distance. I think you can actually combo your ultimate ability with that as well too. Blue eyes, just a great overall damage giver. And yeah, I've knocked away a lot of people that were trying to come towards me with like a Rasengan or something like that. Just send their ass back with a burst stream. So solid movesets overall. Yeah, I like him. I think he deserves to be in the A category. Who else do we got? Vegeta. Okay. Vegeta, when it comes to his attacks, he's good, right? His moves, he's very quick. You'll find yourself getting pummeled a lot, and then followed by a dash chase, which usually catches you into, you know, some sort of other slam or anything. Energy Blast Volley, Spirit Breaker, Gallic Gun. Solid moveset. Final Smash is a little bit janky. I hate Final Smash. If you've ever used it, you'll know that sometimes instead of going to the full like 100 hits that it does, it'll sometimes stop at 43 and not do anything. Like I've had somebody had 1% use the final flash, it'll give them 43 hits and then just stop work, and they don't die. Not only do they not die, but it just stops at 43 hits. Like, it's so janky. I don't like that, but again, I think he's a solid character. Overall, Energy Blast Volley is just a great assist. Overall, just for buying time, and if you have combos that, you know, connect with that, it could buy you even more time while giving a combo. So, you know, great. He belongs in the A category too. Goku, similar movesets. I wouldn't even go into that. He has a counter. Kameha's is a good tracker as well, but not much to it. Prometheus, that's my guy, man. I think I'm one of the best Prometheus players out there, to be honest. He belongs higher than this. That's all I'm going to say for now. I'll get to him in a moment. He is not an A. He deserves to be much higher than this. Okay. Sasuke, yes. Sasuke belongs in this category. A lot of people find it troublesome when Sasuke does the, how do I say it? The Amaterasu. I actually just made a video on that yesterday. Take a look at that on how to actually deal with the Amaterasu. There we go. Just give me a sec. Okay. Yeah, I actually made a video on how to deal with the Amaterasu. He has a fireball, and what else does Sasuke have? Oh, the Chidori. Yeah, the Chidori. You know what makes Sasuke, and this is where you come into the S rank of things. What makes Sasuke elite is his regular ability, and he has what I call luck factor. All right. And no character to this point really has luck factor the way that actually Naruto does too. I should have mentioned it there. The way that Sasuke has it. And some of these other players I'm going to mention about. Sasuke has the luck factor because in his regular combo, when he's dashing back and forth and he's switching and in his triangle moveset, like, you'll get a lot of combos just because of how quick Sasuke is, just because of how his combo actually works. Even if you miss your dash chase, you'll still be able to get a couple of hits off of that you wouldn't normally. So he makes up for a lot of skill that you would need to have in order to take some of these other players. For instance, like I said, Garo, who's currently on the list as a B rank, remember? Garo will actually be in the A category with the right person. You need the skill to bridge that gap. Whereas Sasuke, you don't need that. That's why Sasuke, for sure, needs to be in this category here. That said, Sasuke works well, but he often relies on whatever assist that he has to buy him time for the Amaterasu, for the Fireball to work. Even for the Onyx Chidori, like, all of these are pretty slow moves, right? Which kind of balance them out really well, where you have a very fast, regular physical moveset with very slow, long startup abilities, right? So there's a balance there, and what usually makes a difference, even though he has a luck factor, is the team that he surrounds himself with. So I think that's why he really belongs in the A category. So I think that's all well placed. What's his Kenshiro? Is that Kenshiro? No, it's not Kenshiro. Who's next? Kenshin Himura. 9-headed dragon flash. Flash of the heavenly dragon. Dragon cry flash. Okay, 9-headed dragon. That's an A level move, right? It comes out super fast. Saves a lot of Kenshin players from losing. I guarantee you that. Heavenly fly dragon. Okay, yeah, it's a good move, right? It has a lot of armor, but it doesn't really say, like, I haven't seen anybody effectively use it. And Dragon Cry Flash. What the hell is that? I can't remember. I can't think of what the third move is. What is it? So he uses that dashing one. He uses the sword one across. Oh, yes. That one where he walks into it. Okay, yeah, that's a decent move. It gives more damage, but nothing really special. So yeah, I would put him in the A category. Again, similar to Sasuke, he has the RNG element, right? The luck factor, as I like to call it. He has it too. He belongs in the A. Hisoka. Hisoka to me actually does. He's a B. Hisoka's a B player, right? I know a lot of people use him. Again, this is another one that probably an unpopular opinion. Hisoka isn't as good as people think he is, right? He really isn't. He has very direct attacks, right? The gum thing, or let me go to him. The bungee gum is straight. You can step sideways. His regular attacks is straight. You can step out of it. Anonymous Magician is super easy to dodge and very slow in the startup. And Grim Reaper, even though it's a counter and it counters a lot of other things, how often do you really use it, right? How effective is it really? I don't really find that it is. And his regular movesets aren't great. So I would actually bump him down to the B category. I don't think he's as effective as Sasuke, for instance. I don't think he's as effective as even a Boa Hancock, really. That's just my opinion. You guys let me know what you think about that one. Next, we have the Iceman. Let's see if I could find him. There he is. Toshiro. Now, I don't know Toshiro from the game. He has Hail Flower Dragon, Icicle Birds, 6-point ice formation. Yeah, so he has a 6-point. Sorry, guys, give me a sec there. 6-point ice formation. That's a great move. He's a solid player. He is basically Rukia 0.2 or 2.0, really. So yes, definitely belongs in a higher bracket. Right? Like I can't really shit on him, but you know, I don't really think he's all that great either. But he's not a bad character. So yeah, I guess by default that throws him in the A range of things. Then we have Dai. Ultimate is super fast. His awakening form and Dragon Aura release allows him to give massive damage. Strash, Strash A and B, they work well in conjunction. You know, you can throw out A and I think you can hit B right after. So a lot of combo potential there. It's very hard to dodge A, I think. I don't know which one is which, but it's very hard to dodge the one that he throws out, not the one that he actually chases himself. And I find myself getting hit by that. A lot of people use it when you get out your support, and so you'll take about 30% damage just off that. Solid character, yeah, but not overly powerful either, right? Like you'll take a couple hits like that, but you're never truly overwhelmed or feel like you can get defeated just by a Dai player. That is something that's very unforeseen. I haven't seen it ever, so there's that. Bringing us back to the tier list. We're almost done in the A category. God damn, we've done this for a while now. Jojo. Mr. Jojo. Is he an A rank, man? Well, I know he's an A rank. Do I believe Jojo is higher than that, though? Alright, so let's look at his regular moves. I don't know why it is this way, but anytime Jojo uses a move, it knocks away all my other characters. I don't understand why. His regular physical moves knocks away all my other characters, and it's annoying. The Star Finger is really a problem. It scares the hell out of me more than any other move. You have to respect it. And this is where you talk about A to the S rank. You have to respect these characters. Even if they don't use it that often. Even if the player themselves is not a player that likes to use it, you have to respect it because it's part of their move set. And so it forces you to play a certain game regardless. And that's where you talk about the top echelon of players. Or, sorry, characters. That's, yeah, that's basically it. So I have him A. I wonder if he should be higher. Just because he's able to, go into awakening mode mid-combo and then use the Star Finger and take 80%, 70% of your life. Ridiculous damage. Aura, super fast, very good tracking. Like, unbelievably good tracking. Actually, not Aura, My Stand, sorry. My Stand, very good tracking. And Aura is also a great skill. All of these skills, abilities, work in different circumstances. And Aura is a great one to, gain your ability bar back because you fly them away, you send them away, and then you're able to recover. But also buys you time for whatever supports that you have to regenerate. So those are all interesting points. I find that makes him an A rank. I don't know if that pushes him into the S minus, but the reason why I would keep him in the A, and I think this was a good placement, is because you don't see a lot of people using him, right? Even at the highest level, you don't see a lot of people, gravitating towards him because they're so strong. Dio. Sorry, guys. Dio. His next Dio is... My first thought is that he would be an S rank. The reason why is the same reason all you guys think, is because when he awakens and he grabs you and he throws you and he goes into the ultimate and he takes 70% of your life, you're like, this dude is so OP, it's ridiculous. Like, every time you're kicking their ass, you're kicking their ass, man. Every single time. And then they awaken and it's a whole different game. You have to play on the defense, but now you're playing charades. Right, you're playing rock, paper, scissors. He comes up to you, you can't attack. Right, if he grabs you, it's over. So you have to move. Right, but you can't move too much. If you move too early, you're like, it's a tough thing. It's a really tough thing that Dio has, and he's super powerful. Let alone if he gets you into that. His regular moves I really like. Useless, checkmate, blend, all work really well. Checkmate is slow, but it does take away some of your ability bars, so there's that advantage. Just a solid player overall. I do think you need skill to use him. You can't just start a match and just randomly do stuff and expect it to work. That won't work for you. So Dio is a strong character, but as a character alone, no, I don't think he belongs any higher. I think for him to be S tier, you're really looking at the character plus the player behind it, and that's what would transcend him. But as for character alone, he belongs in this category. Boo, an A rank character. Boo, nope. If Boo is an A rank, and this is how I see it, I'll leave Boo in this category of A rank. And sorry, I'll bring up the tier list here again. If Boo belongs in the A rank category, then Garo belongs in the A rank category, right? Just think about it. If you had a Garo matchup, and then and Garo was her main character, and then you had a Boo matchup, and Boo was her main, you'd be like, okay, this should be interesting, right? Like, you're not looking at it like such a mismatch. You're not going to see it like a Gon versus, let's say, a Cell, right? Or you're not going to see it as, according to this list, a real Cyber versus a Cell. You're going to say, like, well, real Cyber is going to destroy Cell, right? So, or, yeah, you know what I mean? I think you guys get where I'm going with that. So, again, wherever Boo, I would have Boo B plus. So I'd actually drop Boo. I would drop Boo down. And, yeah, I'd drop Boo down. This Shisui guy, is this his name? Is Shishio? Yeah, Makato Shishio. He's next on the list. His regular moves are okay. Can I see him as an A rank? Can I see him with the Sasukes, the Narutos? No, I'm putting him down. I don't think he's any better than, for instance, the Saint Seiya. I don't think he's any better than, I would say, a Kakashi. I don't think he's any better than even a, let's see his name here. See if I can find it. Just going. A Sanji, right? No, I'll leave Shishio down. Shishio's going down to a B. And then we have last in the A rank. Let's see here. Is Grimjow. Jaeger, yeah, I don't know what the hell his name is. I can't pronounce that for him. It's beyond me. So do I think this guy is an A rank? I believe so. I think his special is super fast. Jaw split is okay, not special. But the disappearing aspect of it is very useful. This is where the random, or the RNG element comes in. You could throw that out and pray, and it could possibly win you matches. It could be like a final card, you know, in your back pocket that you want to just throw out and maybe it'll work for you. So there's that. Grand Ray Zero, I don't know which move is what move, but he has a propeller thing that he does. Decent tracking. And then whatever that beam, that blue beam, that is unbelievably accurate. You can't even dodge that. You could barely dodge that standing on the other side of the stage. Like, it's ridiculous compared to all the other beams like Kamehameha, what's his name? Kaiba's beam. Like, any beam in the game, any direct attack line beam like that, this one is by far the best. It has tracking. It'll catch you no matter how you end up moving. And even dodging it is so much harder for some reason. Like, the hitboxes on it doesn't match up with how the actual visuals look. So it's hard to dodge it. So you have to take the shield damage a lot of times, which, again, these are some of the things that put characters as high as they are. I believe he is a strong A. I don't think he belongs in the S because though he has those skills, you need to make hard reads to really, you know, be effective with this guy, right? It's a high risk, high reward kind of deal with this, and you know, it works out for some people, right? And you can get away with a lot of it, especially with the unblockable jaw split against some of the lower characters, or, you know, lower ranks, D ranks, C's and things like that. But you start to play A rank versus A rank, you know, those things aren't going to fly as easy. So I think he belongs rightfully so in the A category. So there we have it, guys. We are finished with the A list. We've kind of went through all of it. I think it's, again, really well done. Just to recap, D category, perfectly acceptable with that. C category, Yugi needs to get bumped up. Yugi's about a B, right? Gaara needs to get bumped up. Gaara's about an A minus. I would have him. Going through. Yu Yu Hakusho, dude. He gets bumped up. He's better than that. Sanji potentially could be an A minus. I'll leave him with the B plus. Okay, you know, I won't argue with you too much on that one. Real Saiba, he gets bumped up for sure. Madara gets bumped downwards. He gets bumped down. He's a B plus, B-ish. Prometheus gets bumped up. He's in the S range. And Boo gets bumped down. He's in the B range. And I think Shishio also gets bumped down. He gets into the B plus range. And again, the reason why I said that is if you're thinking that Gaara's in that range, Shishio and Gaara are pretty much the same. The difference is how you play with them. Gaara really is as powerful of a character as I think Shishio can be. So again, I would actually bump Boo and Shishio down. So there's that. Now to the nitty gritty, what we've been trying to get to for a little while now. This video is running for a long time, but hey, it is what it is. This is what the reviews are about. Aizen. We gotta pull up this dude, man. Aizen. This guy is a mother. You know what I mean? Like, this guy is a problem. Now we're in the S rank, right? So we were talking about good characters before. Now we're talking about excellent to great characters now. Excellent to great characters. He belongs here, 100%. There is no doubt about it. His regular moves are basically next to none. I'd say possibly Aizen when it comes to random. He's fast. His moves are fast. They all connect. They're just hard to deal with in general. They have a lot of, frames, I guess. A lot of areas like multi-hit. There's a lot of multi-hit. So, even if you're blocking, you could get hit on one, the very last thing. It'll hit you 3-4 times. Even if you sidestep, you still might get ticked by one of them, even though you might not continue his combo, but he himself does not get comboed by it. So a lot of advantages there in how he moves. As far as his abilities go, Piercing of Heaven 0, man, you get hit by this, you're going to take about 40% damage, even if they just use that into a Pierce of Heaven, which again, one ability comboing to another one puts you in one of the better characters already. If you have one move that combos into another move without using other abilities or other supports, it throws you in another category, in my opinion. Ichigo definitely has that with that. Moonfang as a standalone is just OP as frig. They need to change this. They need to change it, and they need to change it now. This thing is so damn fast, especially when he awakens and he just uses the second part. And the amount of damage that he gives, if you ever throw out a support and he hits both you and your support, you can take upwards to 40%, 50% damage in some cases, depending on the amount of health that your team has. Ridiculous amounts. And he didn't even move from the single spot that he was, and he just threw it out, and you can barely dodge it if you get hit by it head on. And I don't think there's enough time, input lag is what I'm talking about, to react to it. That's how fast it is. So definitely he belongs in the S tier category. I don't think anyone would argue with that. And Piercing of Souls even has a counter that he never uses, but is available to him if ever he needs to. So definitely an S tier. I don't think anybody questions that. Togoro, I didn't think was S rank, right? I didn't think he belonged in the S rank category until I played the #1 Jump Force ranked player, and this guy did some cheesy stuff that I've never seen before. I've never seen this cheese, where he can punch you once into a strong down tilt, and I let go of my controller and somehow I was still blocking, and he broke my shield like that 8 times. That is OP as frig. Finger bullets, as far as his regular movesets go, nothing too special really with that. His bread and butter, what you're looking at is you think you're invincible. That move is what allows him to be so powerful, in my opinion. And it's not the fact that he uses it all the time. Let's say, not like an Aizen with the slash move. But the fact that he has it, you have to respect it always. Anytime they have 2 ability bars, you know you can't be moving recklessly. And it limits how you play. It limits what you would try. Because you know, if he hits you with that, he can, just consider 50% of your life gone, right? And he can hit you with it once, punch you once, and then hit you again with it, and again, there's your life, right? There's 40 or 50% damage, and if he's awakened, you got other issues. Stronger is an okay move, has a lot of armor, but obviously the real strength with that is the support that it does, and that support is just ultra strong for whatever reason. And so, all of that stuff. He belongs here, we know that. Kenshiro. This guy. What can I say about him? Quick moves. Interesting moveset. In the right hands is a problem always. As far as abilities go, 100 rending fists, buys you time. It has a double hitch where even if it hits you once on block, it'll hit you a second time, and that'll catch people. Heaven splitting, life or death. He has a level 2 that serves as a support, stops you from using ability bar, which not your ability bar, your gauge at the bottom there, so you can't escape from moves, which is super harmful when you get hit, especially in the hands of somebody that knows how to use it. And awakening the senses, I mean, he awakens, he hits you with awakening of the senses. Again, another what do you call it there? Reduction to your physical resistance. You're looking at 65-70% damage just from the awakening of the senses. To an ultimate, that's an issue there. So he does have some luck factors, I would think, but even just with the heavenly split, that has great tracking. You get hit by that, and you get, he switches into another character. That's an issue, right? But the support is so strong. Again, another one of those moves that you just have to respect it, and then factor that in, even if the other person is not using it. And so these are the things we have to consider. Keep saying that with characters that are this excellent. When you have to play a certain way just because it's that character. That's how you know that character is good. Okay. 2 more we have. Let's get back to the main. We have Law. Law is 100% an S tier. I don't even want to talk about this guy. Injection shot, tact, radio knife. I'm not going to break it down individually. Just everything combos into everything, and next thing you know, you just take 80% damage over one hit, and it's the simplest of combos that anybody can do, but it looks so advanced, and it's just problems all the way around with this guy. We all know he's S tier, all right? No dispute. Aizen now, this is disputable, all right? Aizen is disputable because he's arguably, and was for a long time, considered the best player in this game. He's the only person in this game, and sorry guys, I have the light's now coming in my face, but pause. He's the only person in this game that actually has himself sitting down. Notice that he's the only person that has any sort of accessory in the game. No other character does, which makes him boss already. That lets me know he's the best player in the game. But this guy here, man, his regular movesets, the disappearing stuff that he does is just unbelievable. The Black Coffin, Airtight, Fury, Lightning Howl. I use Lightning Howl. There's so much you can do with it. One of the most versatile abilities in the game. And Black Coffin, to some might seem useless, but I've seen people that stand in between the airtight wall and you can't touch them, and it takes 40% of your life. And so there's ways to use it in the right hands, and just overall just powerful. But the main thing with Aizen is that he has the luck factor more than anybody else, just because he disappears, goes in and out of this universe, it seems like, and I don't watch Bleach, goes in and out of this universe and comes back and then just hits you, and it's just like, well, fuck off. I just subbed out of this, I try to hit him, he's not here, and all of a sudden he hit me again, and now I take, it's just so stupid. With this guy, you have to respect him. And a bad player can pick him up and be a problem for you. Right? A B rank player could play an S rank player. He's using Aizen, and he has to, that puts him really on the level with him, with an S rank or a high A rank, just because of the fact that he's using Aizen. So I would have Aizen as S, and why would I have SS? Poor Cell. Why would we have... And I have to go here. I have to go to Cell. Okay, where the hell is this Green Goblin at? There he is. Perfect form Cell. Look at that form, though. Look at the light just changing on me like that from outside. Perfect self. What can I say about this guy? Would I have him as the best character in the game? What does he have that would make him? And this light, guys, whoo, killing me. What does he have? And I'm gonna have to go off screen because if I stay here, it's gonna be shining. What does he have that other characters don't? Well, he has perfect attack, perfect flash, perfect barrier. Perfect attack, right? Not only does he attack you and then takes about, you know, a decent amount of your health, that combos directly into perfect flash, which is on the ground. Which then, if he uses support, can combo into that. Which then, if he uses another perfect attack, can combo into that. Which then, he can use another perfect flash, 50-60% of your health. He can also grab you after throwing you, use another support, and before you touch the ground, actually combo that into another perfect attack, which then can combo into another perfect flash, which then can combo into, you see where I go with that, and yeah, it's just terrible. And that's all of that to say that had nothing to do with perfect barrier. Because when all else fails, guys, we all know what happens. That perfect barrier comes out. You can't grab them while it happens, right? You can't grab a perfect cell thing when it happens. It covers everywhere around him. You can't use a support because if they use a support, that support will get knocked up too. And usually whatever gets hit by the perfect cell can combo into anything like a Rasengan that follows up, a Kamehameha that follows up, basically any attack after that will follow up and combo really perfectly with it. And you don't even have to worry about timing because after you get hit, you're basically in this animation where, you know, anything can follow up a hit on you for about a good 4 to 5 seconds, right? There's a long and open box for that to happen. So, yeah, I really see Cell being at the top really right now until they make further changes to this game. So, I really want to give a shout out to Checkmated for making this tier list. I'll make changes to my own tier list. And again, just to update you guys, I would actually put Prometheus up there in the S tier category. Rio up there in the S tier category. And obviously making all the changes that I told you about. Yugi goes up 1. Gara goes up 1. Right? Gara goes up 1. Yu Yu Hakusho goes up 1. Kenji might go down maybe. No, Kenji stays there. Sanji might go up 1 or stay here. I won't argue with you. Ryo Saiba goes up to S rank. Boa Hancock goes up to A+. But yeah, she belongs here. Prometheus up to S rank. And Boo and Shishio, they go down. And yeah, that makes sense. The rest of it makes sense. Really great tier list. Again, shout out Checkmated. I know I said it, but again, you probably put a lot of work into this. And obviously you revised it. So I think it's a great tier list. I'm not even going to make my own because you've done it so well. And I don't think I'd make, you know, many changes to what you've done. And even at that, it's preferences at that. So minor things. So shout out to you, Checkmated. Really love the fact that you did this. Hopefully you keep continuing to contribute more to the Reddit community and the Jump Force community. If you guys like this video, please like, subscribe this channel. You know, more content like this all the time. Check it out. You'll see for yourself. These Soloists. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.